Welcome back to Just Me. It's just me, your girl Jakira, and this is just me telling you my raw, uncut testimony and story. And I know it might not give that I'm telling you my testimony. We just haven't got there yet. Like, I didn't know God when I was a kid. I didn't grow up in a house that went to church every weekend. I did not grow up learning about religion. I only went to church when I visited my auntie, the one I ended up staying with in high school. So, yeah, like, we have to take a trip down memory lane. And now that we are still doing that trip down memory lane, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking a trip down memory lane and refreshing myself and telling everybody else how even when I didn't know God, God still was protecting me, and he was still protecting me and still loving me and choosing me even when I did not know him. And I don't want to say, oh, that's because, and it's probably because, but I have a praying family. Like, granted, some of my family don't believe in Jesus, and some of my family hardcore godly women, God-fearing men, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and that's basically me telling you my business and how we got to where I am, not today, but where I'm going to tell you my testimony, if that makes sense. But yeah, I am sitting here trying to understand. I just got the interview, and I feel like God has put it on my heart to expect the unexpected. And yeah, just expect the unexpected, because you just never know. Like, you never know. But yeah, I had a great interview. It went better than I expected it to be. I wasn't nervous. Crazy, but I wasn't nervous. And yeah, it's crazy because last week I was nervous. I was like so nervous last week. Like, I was sweating bullets. Not even sweating bullets, but more so like, oh, I'm about to start sweating. That's how nervous I was. But anyway, yeah, let's just jump back into it. I think I left off sophomore year. In sophomore year, that's when I kind of dibbled and dabbled with smoking. That's when I kind of really like stepped into the party scene and going to parties and kickbacks and stuff like that. And sophomore year was kind of the year where, like, I don't want to say people started recognizing me, but people started recognizing me, which is kind of weird. And I also want to say sophomore year was the year where I kind of started, I don't even want to say the word, I don't want to say dating, but yeah, dating guys. Because freshman year I did go into a relationship. I did go into college. I can't even get the words out. I did go into school being in a relationship. Didn't last long. And everybody at my graduation party was telling me, you know, when you get to college, it's not gonna And it didn't work. And it is what it is. Yeah. I'm not mad at it, because it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. So, yes. And here we are today. Just kidding. But yeah, sophomore year was definitely the year where I kind of like started getting more comfortable and venturing out. And I also have made another friend. So 2 friends. Who ain't got no friends? But I barely have friends. Anyways, that was good. Like, 2 friends can't be that. 2 friends is too many. 2 friends too many. I had a lot of friends. To me, that was a lot of friends. Anyways, yeah. Sophomore year was a good year for me. And yeah, I had a great birthday sophomore year. When I tell you I was on one sophomore year, when I tell you I was on one sophomore year, I was on one because like I just felt renewed. I was able to really be comfortable in my own skin sophomore year. So I did like this cute party, and it was so cute. It was cute and pink. Everything was pink. I wore pink. We did pink balloons. We turned the lights in the little living room pink. Y'all was drinking Douce, doing too much drinking Douce. And yeah, I think I said this already, but my roommate had called the campus police on us, and that he covered up the peephole with his finger. Like that. And then he goes knocking on the door. And I'm just, that man came in there, he grabbed that liquor bottle, poured it out. We all looking crazy. He's like, if y'all don't stay in this room, y'all gotta go. We had the popo knocking at the door. Yeah, but we kind of probably overdid our partying. We probably stayed. It was, anyways. But yeah, I had a great sophomore year. Junior year was the year too. College was a great experience overall, other than freshman year being a little rocky for me. 2017, 2018, 2019. So, what happened? This is the year before COVID comes out. I think, if I'm not mistaken, COVID comes out 2020. That's my junior year. Yeah, okay, cool. So, boom. Sophomore year ends. As I told y'all, I started dilly-dallying. And I told y'all I started with weed, the ganja, marijuana. And I tried it. That summer, it became a habit. It became a bad habit, actually, to where I was doing it every weekend. I was hanging out with my friend, to the point where I had to learn how to, I got out of school. When did we get out of school? In May, April, May-ish. I made sure in July, May, June, July, 3 months, that I know how to roll a blunt. A backwood Russian cream, to be exact, actually, because that's what my homeboy used to smoke. And anytime I wanted to smoke, I would go smoke with my homeboy, because I did not know how to roll my own stuff. So with that being said, and I did not know this, like, I would want to, just roll it and I'm gonna go smoke by myself. No, when you smoking with a homeboy, if I roll it, we smoking it right now. Like, you roll it, hit, it's all these things, whatever, cool. If you know, you know. And yeah, I got sick and tired of him rolling my weed and me having to sit there and we smoke. Granted, we had a fun time. We kiki, we talked, we sing songs, like, great times. But little me was like, Then I also thought, I'm like, who gonna roll it when I get to school? Like, who? Hold up, wait a minute. Guess what I did? You know what YouTube is for? And now I see why everybody call it YouTube University. Because I definitely very headbutted me. I definitely YouTubed Lil Baby rolling a backwood. I would show you the video I looked up. But I mean, when I tell you he gave perfect instructions and he had the same backwood I had, I was like, then I'm in my room rolling it, learning it, and I was like, I literally still have the video in my phone of the very first time I rolled a blunt, and that was in July. The very first time I rolled a blunt, and I was happy because I'm like, I rolled this. Like, I rolled a backwood. And most men be like, you don't know how to roll, you don't know how to roll. Like, y'all don't even know who taught me how to roll. Let's start there. Cause Lil Beck, that's so funny. You can literally find anything on YouTube. Yeah, it was funny. He was doing some interview. It's crazy. I don't want to look it up. I really don't. But Should I look it up? Let's just see if it's still there. Anyways, but yeah, so after I learned how to roll my own backwood, it became a thing. Like, ching! It was over with. It's so funny because I really did. This is what I typed in. Now, I don't know how long ago. Was it this? Y'all, this says 5 years ago. Hold on, let's see, watched. Let's see if it pops up. What does it say?
This little baby, I'm gonna show you how I roll up the back.
That's so funny because the video is still there. Like, yeah. I literally typed in Little Baby. And let me tell you why I typed in Little Baby. Because Little Baby came to... Little Baby came... I'm sorry, it's so funny. Little Baby came to our college freshman year. And this is when ATLANTAGA, that's where I'm from. When I tell you, ever since then, I've been like, that's my homeboy. Like, I know him. Anyways, not gonna go too deep into that because he comes back up in another conversation. But yeah, it was real cool. And that was like the first real rapper I seen in concert. And he was in there, they was in there smoking. So shoot. Crazy. Like, yeah, so I don't know. I just typed up Lil Baby rolling a backwood and he was the one rolling it. Rolling. Yeah. And that's that. Yeah, so, you know, that's how I learned how to roll a backwood. And then, now we're going into junior year. I done learned how to roll a backwood, baby. You can't tell me nothing. I'm not smoking with nobody. I'm smoking by myself. I'm even smoking in the dorm. I'm doing my big one. Like, what? Guys want to match, and I'm rolling up backwoods. They're like, yeah. Yeah, what we talking about? Then I got introduced to papers, and I was like, oh, I even like these too. Put the paper on the backwood, too much. Backwoods, too much. Let's just start there. The backwood is too much. Smoking is too much. Too much. Too much. And yeah, me and smoking became besties. Like, after school, after class, I did what I had to do. You know what I'm doing. I'm rolling. Yeah, literally. I was even talking to this guy, and that was our thing. Like, we would do homework together, and we would smoke together, and just smoke and enjoy each other's company. Like, we really didn't even talk. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, I feel like that's another reason why, like, he will always hold a special place in my heart, is because, like, we could sit around each other and be quiet and just enjoy each other's company without having to say too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, it wasn't hard, like, or wasn't weird, like, oh, she ain't saying nothing, or oh, he ain't talking to me. It was just like, we can enjoy each other's presence without talking to each other. And then when we did talk, I mean, we talked, and then I had a great time with him. But another reason why he would always hold a special place in my heart is because, like, I was going through it in college, and I would always go over to his house and, you know, do my homework and stuff. And I was going through a hard little time with financial aid, and financial aid was giving your girl the runaround. And I had to start applying for scholarships because I did not know if I was going to be able to pay for next semester. So I'm applying to scholarships and everything like that, and next thing you know, I'm crying. And I'm crying. I know why I'm crying. I'm crying because I missed the deadline by like 2 minutes, even if that. And I just bust out in tears, and he's just there wiping my tears, like, it's okay. And I'm like, but you don't know. He said, but it's gonna be okay. Like, I will never forget that. That's my dog. That's my dog for sure. That song too was a good one too when it came out. But yeah, junior year was the year where I came Miss blowing, rolling, like rolling. And I didn't believe anybody when they said, oh, your lips or your gums will turn black. Yes, all of that's true. And coming up this August 31st will be 1 year, no weed, no ganja, no Mary Jane, no 420, whatever you want to call it. So, and honestly, it's crazy because I never thought. I remember telling this boy, I'm like, oh, that could never be me. Because he was like, yeah, no, I'm not smoking no more. I don't smoke anymore. I said, oh, that will never be me. I'm going to always smoke. God said, okay, you don't know. And he jacked me up one day and was like, you going to put it down or what? You going to choose the weed or you going to choose me? Yeah, exactly. So, oh, excuse me. But yeah, junior year was a year for me. Junior year, I also ventured out by myself. I used to go to parties by myself. Like, I was outside. I didn't really drink that much like I used to. Or am I telling a tale? I became a smoker rather than drinking, which is kind of true, honestly. And yeah, like, I was doing it for fun at that time when I first started. Senior year is when I started to abuse it. And I can get deeper into that. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up. But then I'm gonna come back with the second part to it. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
For you to come here and be under 18, right?